You know, in One Punch Man, there's quite a few weird characters, and I mean quite a few. But one character that isn't too weird is probably Tatsumaki. Well, depending on who you ask, that is. Now, Tatsumaki as a character is interesting because even though she's presented as one way, she's shown to be a good character. Now, Takamasi was introduced into the story fairly early, with her first being shown in chapter 30, or an anime if you watch that. It was like, I think like episode 6. Tatsumaki is an S rank hero and second strongest only behind Blast, the number 1 ranked hero. If you're wondering how she's so strong, that is, she's just strong because of how powerful her expert or psychic abilities are. And she's shown time and time again her psychic powers are second to none, even when she's against some top tier opponents in the verse. Mainly because she's shown that out of everyone, she can use this ability more versatile than mostly anyone, with like creating things like barriers, twisting people's bodies, and such and such. Plus, by the way, this series has multiple experts or people with psychic abilities like Tatsumaki. They just don't know how to use it just as good as her. Now, before I talk about the fights she's been in, I want to talk about how her personality is. Which is something if you've seen anime, you know how she can be extremely annoying, judgmental, and sometimes really quick to lose her temper. Plus, she has been shown to be extremely confident and look down on people who she believes to be weaker than herself. Now, I did believe it was just how her character was going to be presented throughout the whole anime, but when you learn her backstory, you can't really blame her for being the way she is. If you don't know her backstory, Tatsumaki was made into a guinea pig by some researchers. Now, this actually happened when she was a kid and she was destined to stay like that. Well, until she was saved by the number 1 hero, being Blast. With Blast telling her that if she wants to be strong, she gotta do it herself and get stronger. She can't be depending on other heroes. Oh yeah, by the way, quick side note. The organization that used her for like guinea pig research, I'm pretty sure they're still working with the Hero Association, if I'm not wrong. Anyway, though, if you look how she is throughout the whole story, you see that she took Blast's words to heart. By the way, in the current time, she is actually 28. And she's only able to respect people who are strong, like Blast, Saitama after their fight, or anyone like that. And the only thing she really likes, or tolerate that's weaker than her, is probably her sister. That's it. This isn't to say that she would completely dismiss her allies, though. If they were in trouble, I'm pretty sure she would protect them like she did multiple times during Monster Association arc. Even holding herself back a little bit just not to accidentally kill her teammates. By the way, the Monster Association arc is probably her best arc, not only being a team player, but showing that she's the strongest expert in the show, playing a very important role when it came to taking down Psychosis. Remind you, if you forgot or if you just don't know who Psychosis is, Psychosis is a character who showed up, and she is an expert like Tatsumaki, and not only did she receive a huge boost, that boost being fusing with the Monster King, Orochi, but she also received another boost by receiving a boost from God himself, the actual God of the One Punch Man universe. And even though she received all these boosts, Takamaki was still able to hold her own against this being for a fairly long time, proving that she can hold her own against even the high tiers of the verse. Now, obviously, she can't beat someone like Blast, Void, or even Saitama, but I'm sure she can hold her own at least a little bit in these fights, showing that her powers can still affect people like Saitama. It'll just cause genuine strain upon her own body. That's pretty much it though. If you've seen One Punch Man, what do you think about the character Tatsumaki? Even though I did think she was annoying at first, but when I read the manga, she actually grew on me. Let me know if you hate her or not, because personally, she's one of my favorites.